something evidently is wrong with that car. He's went back about 56th place.
Yeah, he's dropped back quite a bit here in just one lap, but he looks like he's running pretty good right now. Look at Davey Allison coming up through there on the inside of Darrell Waltrip.
We saw some smoke from one of those cars.
It looked like the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet car number 3. We'll see if we see it again.
Labonte,
it's Labonte's car, I think.
Yeah, Labonte is falling back. Let's see if he comes in. Now he's going to stay out there, but that thing is not working right. Labonte has a problem with the number 11 Budweiser car. Mark Martin is in second. Geoff Bodine is in third. Earnhardt is in fourth. The scramble for position behind that, that's Davey Allison, Darrell Waltrip, and Terry Labonte.
And Dale Jarrett moving on the inside of Phil Parsons going into that turn. Apparently Phil has some sort of a problem as well.
By the way, there are 22 cars on the lead lap. That ties the record. While we were in caution, Richard Petty got back on the lead lap, and so 22 cars are on the lead lap, as there is Dale Jarrett passing Terry Labonte.
Labonte looks like he's obviously on 7 cylinders or some severe problem, just not able to keep up at all.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. He has lots of cylinders. We saw some smoke come from his car, and you can see the cars coming up behind it. There's Phil Parsons trying to move around him, but here he gets into the turn first. Back there's Morgan Shepherd now coming back into the picture.
I think maybe Phil's on 7 cylinders as well, because he was not able to get by Labonte's car even as slow as Terry was running.
Bill Elliott has gone back out on the racetrack. He is out there running, but certainly out of contention for the win here at the Bud at the Glen today.
Well, 2 of the major Ford contenders have dropped back here in the last few laps. And now let's take a look at what happened to Terry Labonte just a few minutes ago.
He's coming off turn 4, starting down the long back straightaway. And look, Davey Allison literally goes in the grass. We see all the cars going by on the outside of Labonte. There goes Mark Martin in the blue car, Geoff Bodine in the yellow car, Dale Earnhardt in the black car. Here comes Davey Allison on the outside of Darrell Waltrip.
And here is the incident with Dale Earnhardt on the restart as he bumped with Mark Martin.
Yeah, they got together there pretty good. Mark held his ground there, though, and he cost Dale a couple of positions.
You wonder how in the world that Mark Martin could be hit that hard and not blister a tire or even make a tire go flat. But evidently he's not, because he's still staying out there in second place.
As a matter of fact, he is in second position, and he now carries the banner for Ford. They have won 5 races in a row in Winston Cup competition, looking for win number 6. But at the moment, it is Rusty Wallace's Pontiac that shows the way. There's third and fourth, Bodine and Dale Earnhardt.
This is the promoter's dream.
Oh, and Bodine. Tire smoke? What was it?
I don't know. I believe he blew something because he went out of the way. I don't know. Maybe it was a brake problem or something. Let's see. Well, they're bunching up as he, well, it looks like he's still running pretty good. I don't know.
I don't see any smoke at all. Maybe he just got the car sideways, and what we saw was tire smoke. We'll see. Earnhardt's on the inside, has position. They're going to try to race through there unless...
Earnhardt cannot take third position away from Geoff Bodine. Not yet, at least. And apparently it was just a situation where Bodine locked up the brakes and caused the smoke.
That's probably exactly what happened. Danny Laycock, one of our spotters, brought that up, and that's exactly what happened. Bodine got in the corner too hard, locked the brakes up, and that's where the smoke came from.
Dale Jarrett, who was running in 8th place, taking the Hardee's Pontiac into the garage area. Apparently something has happened to his car. He was headed for one of his best finishes of 1989. Was running in 8th place and now into the garage area.
Tough break for Dale Jarrett, who is behind the wall and back in the garage area. Looking out the back class of Geoff Bodine at Dale Earnhardt in the battle for third position. Mark Martin is just ahead of this group, and ahead of Mark Martin in the lead is Rusty Wallace as we have less than 3 laps to go in the Budweiser at the Glen.
Earnhardt still looking right on the bumper of Bodine, trying some way, somehow get by Geoff. He's going to try it down the front straightaway. Let's see. Has he got enough?
He'll have to outbrake him if he does.
Cannot do it now. Well, we talked to several drivers before we went into this race about the last lap strategy. What do you do in the last quarter?
Usually a guy that's leading a race at that point with 1 lap to go is awful good, and he's not going to give you an opportunity to get him. You know, it's very doubtful. You know, a guy that is capable of leading a race that late in a race is awful good, and he crosses the T's and dots the I's. You know what I mean?
I just want to be close enough where we can get to him, where you can race him. If I'm close enough where I can race him, I think I can get by him.
Usually when it comes down to the end like that. Usually it's awful tough to pass.
Well, Geoff Bodine has crashed hard. You saw the tire shred on the car, and he has hard into the tire barrier and the retaining wall.
Not only, and we see Geoff, thank God he is moving around. Yes, Geoff. But not only did the tire disintegrate, it also blew the brakes. He had no brakes at all trying to get in that corner, it looked to me like.
He is unbuckling himself. He's taking off the steering wheel. He is trying to get out of the car, and that is so good to see as the white flag comes out. Bodine hard into that tire barrier and into the guardrail. One more lap to go. There you can see that Geoff is out of the car, and the corner workers are signaling that he is okay. We're on the last lap of the race, and Rusty Wallace is in the lead and appears to be headed for his 4th road course win in his career. Rusty Wallace, who started this race from way back in
the 14th position.
14th, right. You can see the yellow flags being displayed by the corner workers in this area of the racetrack where Geoff Bodine crashed.
And there's a white and yellow being given to them at the start-finish line. So they'll race back to the flag.
The race will officially end under yellow, as Mark Martin there is in 2nd position following Rusty, and then will come Dale Earnhardt in 3rd position. But here is Rusty Wallace. He finished 2nd at Sears Point on the road course earlier this year. He comes out of corner number 7. He takes the checkered flag, and he wins the Budweiser at the Glen. Rusty Wallace has won. Mark Martin finishes 2nd. Dale Earnhardt is 3rd. And it's a big boost for Rusty Wallace, who came into the race 165 points behind Dale Earnhardt in the Winston Cup points battle. Earnhardt, of course, finishes 3rd, so Rusty isn't going to gain that many points, but everyone is very valuable in the battle for the Winston Cup. And the Unocal money will move up once again. And here comes Dale Earnhardt alongside Rusty Wallace saying, nice race and way to go. There also is Davey Allison pulling alongside in car number 28.
Who got himself a top 5 finish here today. Started back in 21st position, I think it was, and just ran a good race all day long. Came home.
And there is the ambulance that will take Geoff Bodine to the infield care center to have him checked over after crashing very hard with less than 2 laps to go. Let's go down to Jack Arute, who's with Barry Dodson.
Well, Barry, congratulations. You got one back here at Watkins Glen.
Thank you very much, Jackie. We've been trying awfully hard lately and had a little misfortune at Talladega. It didn't slow us up. We said, well, we're going to do what we did last year. Going to try to win every race, try to win the championship. We've been able to do that by virtue of having Kodiak Mobil 1 AC spark plugs.
How tough is it to keep this crew really geared up with a lot of the stuff that's going on with Raymond and Rusty? Do you guys just put that totally out of your mind?
I do personally. It's not a tough job at all with this crew. Some guys might have a hard time. We don't. We're tough.
They certainly are tough. Look at this. They're going to raise Kane here a little bit before they go to victory lane, Bob Jenkins.
All right. Thank you, Jack. Congratulations to Barry Dodson and all of the Kodiak Pontiac crew for their win with Rusty Wallace. Now let's take a look once again at the Geoff Bodine crash. It was breathtaking, to say the least. Here is how it happened.
Well, he was running in front of Dale Earnhardt. They were racing for position, and all of a sudden we're going to see a lot of smoke come out. There it is, the smoke coming out of Bodine's car, and he heads into the turn. You can see some debris there. He gets it down on the inside, and it spins around backwards and then forward, right straight through that guardrail.
Wow. But I was incorrect. He did have brakes because...
And here it is from the in-car camera. Let's listen to the crash. Geoff Bodine climbed out of this car under his own power, is okay. And there is the winner, Rusty Wallace. And we're going to take a commercial break and be right back to talk to the winner of the Budweiser at the Glen.